12.3 Angles of polygons. Now remember when we were talking a while back, we talked about a polygon, and we know that a polygon is a closed figure that is made up of 3 or more lines. So the smallest polygon we can have then is a triangle, right? And their lines must be straight. Okay, so on the left we have polygons, on the right we have non-polygons. And we talked earlier about how do we calculate the sum of the interior angles of a polygon. And remember, it is from this formula here. The sum of all the angles within the polygon is equivalent to n, which is the number of sides you have on a polygon. So for instance, a triangle has 3 sides, minus 2, all that times 180. So for a triangle, 3 minus 2 is 1. So a triangle has 180 degrees within the inside. And remember when we were talking about quadrilaterals, quadrilateral has 4 sides, so 4 minus 2 equals 2, and 2 times 180 equals 360. So that's why when we have a quadrilateral, which is a 4-sided figure, all of the interior angles add up to 360. So here we have a 5-sided figure. It's a sign of students or children crossing the street, also known as a school crossing sign, right? This has 5 sides, so in order for us to find the sum of the interior angles, we need to use our formula of n minus 2, all of that times 180. Well, in this case, we have 3, 4, and 5 sides. So 5 minus 2 equals 3. Therefore, we do 3 times 180, which then equals 540. So all the angles within this 5-sided figure should add up to be 540 degrees. Okay, time for you to write in your notes. There are 2 fill in the blanks. You need to draw a couple examples of polygons and non-polygons, and then write the formula for finding the sum of interior angles of a polygon. Okay, so let's do an example. Here we have a polygon, and we need to find the value of x. With this polygon, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 7-sided polygon. That means if we use our formula of n minus 2 times 180, that will tell us the total these interior angles add up to. So 7 minus 2 is 5, and 5 times 180 equals, so let's do that. 8 times 5 is 40. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 4 is 9. So 900 degrees. All these in here should add up to 900 degrees. Okay, so if we then add up all these things, it should equal 900. So we can write that out. 140 plus 145 plus 115 plus 120 plus 130 plus 128 plus x. All those have to equal 900. If we add up all these, this is going to be 778. So we are combining our like terms. So then our equation becomes 778 plus x equals 900. Subtract 778 from both sides so that we can isolate x. So then x then equals 122. All right. regular polygons. A regular polygon is a polygon where all the sides are congruent and all the interior angles are congruent. So that means this side equals this side equals this side, and so on. And this angle equals this angle equals this angle. They all have the same measure. So the sides have the same measure and the interior angles all have the same measure. An example of a regular polygon would be an equilateral triangle because all three sides are the same length and each interior angle is 60 degrees. A square is a regular polygon because all four sides are the same and each interior angle is a 90 degrees. Okay, then you have an octagon that has 8 sides, like this one. 1, 2, 3. Yep, this is an octagon. This has 8 congruent sides, 8 congruent interior angles. Okay, now it is time for you to do your practice problems, but right above your practice problems in your notes is a one fill in the blank about regular polygons. So fill that out as well. All right, hints on the practice problems. It says here to find the sum of the interior angles of the spider web outline, and you can see the outline in this slide is green. In your notes, it probably would be like a gray, but let's look at this. First, we need then to find out how many sides does the spider web have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sides. So we know it has 7 sides. We know our formula is this to determine the sum of the interior angles. So we just need to work this one out. Okay, practice problem number 2, some hints on this one. First thing you want to do is you want to determine what do all these angles add up to be? Well, we know from our knowledge that a quadrilateral, all the angles add up to be 360 degrees. But if you didn't know that, you could do your formula of n minus 2 times 180. We have 4 sides, so 4 minus 2 times 180 means 2 times 180, which equals 360. Okay, now you need to add these all up. X plus 115 plus 80 plus, what's this one here? It's a right angle, and a right angle is 90 degrees. All that equals 360. So you need to combine these like terms and then solve for your x. Okay, and that concludes 12.3.